can start.
You can start anytime from now.
Yeah, I have all the slow runners medals. I need a fast run as well.
Yeah, anytime from now you could.
Oh, we're good. Run Mode podcast. Welcome to it, man. Today is the 12th of June. My name is Mohotjie, and I identify as a runner, an ultra endurance athlete. I got the proof right here, and more on this later. I'm not rolling solo. I'm rolling with Madisha. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Also,
Yes.
ultra marathon runner, ultra endurance athlete. How you
Yeah.
doing, man? How's the recovery?
The recovery is fine.
Recovery is fine.
Yes, everything is going according to plan.
Yeah.
I'm just doing nothing.
You're just doing nothing.
Yeah,
All right.
I have to recover naturally.
Yeah. We're
Yes,
gonna
not doing
get
other
into
things.
recovery. Gonna get into recovery. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff to do.
yeah, but for now, the first week, you just have to,
Relax.
just relax.
What do you think about this cap? A lot of people are saying that the cap is a bit small.
Yes,
What do
it's
you
a
want
bit
to-
small. For the big-headed people,
Yeah.
it's small.
You're not a big headed
This one,
person.
my head, is big. This one is small. I didn't run with it.
You didn't run with it.
Yeah, it was going to be taken by the air.
A lot of people didn't run with it.
Yes, because it's small.
Yeah.
It doesn't cover the head, and is an old pattern.
It's an old, it's a very
Yeah,
old pattern.
it
I thought they were gonna
is.
give us like a bright yellow one since they gave us red already.
Yes, but that was not important. The cap was not important.
I mean, do you know? Different strokes.
Okay.
Yeah, different strokes,
I get
man.
it. I get it. Yeah.
So this year's marathon was the 2-start thing one where they did 2 groups.
Mhm.
It was very, very, very complicated because they said that they want to manage the crowd, they want to ensure safety for the athletes, and more importantly, people that were previously in group H, to minimize the time that it gets them to cross the starting line, and therefore minimize the congestion between the starting line and the poly shorts, because we're doing a down run this year.
Yes.
What did you think generally about this year's Comrades Marathon?
Luckily, I was in group 1B.
Yeah. You're in group 1?
1B. It means I was behind the group A. I was behind the elites.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, when they left, we left. There was no problem for us. And when it was time to leave,
Yeah.
it was A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Then we came closer together. Then that is when we left, we were just mixed up. There was no problem because from A, B, C, D,
Yeah.
all those people who were there, I think they were fast runners.
A, B, C, D.
Yes, they qualified with good times. I think so.
Sub 4 runners.
Yes, so
Yeah.
now there was no problem, and I took maybe 2 seconds to reach the mat.
2 seconds.
Yes.
So you're just behind.
Yeah, because I timed my watch, and then when they left, the mat was here. The mat was here. So that was simple.
Okay.
That was simple, yeah. That was simple. So I don't know about the other people there because I was not there.
No, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people at the back of Group 1,
Yeah.
were saying that it's a bit confusing because some of the people who qualified with a 4:02 marathon were behind people who qualified with a 4:25 marathon. Because I think, I stand to be corrected, but I think the mix between all of them is that people who qualified between 4 hours and 4 hours 20 or 25 or 30 were mixed between the last of Group 1 and the first of Group 2.
Okay. No, that is a small issue. I think that is a small issue. That one. The issue here is by having Group 1 leaving and having Group 2 leaving.
Yeah.
Was it convenient for people? Did it take them a struggle
Yeah.
to reach the mat or what? So that in me, what I think is the group 2 did not struggle to reach the mat as like before.
Yeah.
When there was group A up to H. Because
I've been in Group H. Yeah. I'm sure it's not the
because
same.
they will take something like maybe 10 minutes
You take
But for now, I think they took something like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
previously they would take about maybe 8 minutes to cross.
Yeah.
Like the last few people, they would take 10 minutes, about 8-10 minutes to cross the starting line.
Yeah.
And then about 7 to 8, 9, 10 kilometers to actually start running freely. Because
Okay.
now when you start running, you get into
Congestion,
gear. Yeah, you get into gear, then people are walking. You get into gear, someone stops.
Yes.
You know?
And now this one is the way to go.
Yeah.
Comrades will do it year in, year out.
Yeah,
They won't go back.
Yeah, no,
And
we
even
can't
if
go
we can
back.
qualify with good times, all of us, there will always be group 2.
Yeah,
So how they grade us is them who know.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think it made things easier.
It so happened that I needed the bathroom at the actual start. The queues were very long. I spent about 25 minutes in line to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And as a result, when I eventually had to go to the particular seating, I then was congested right at the back in front. I was in group 1, seating D.
Yeah.
So then I was right in front of E behind me, you know. And when the gun went off, it was just a
Mixed masala.
big mixed masala.
Yes.
Huge.
About the loo, if you are going to do number 1,
Yeah.
next time you must be creative.
No one goes inside for number 1. No guy. Only females.
No, if you are in the middle of the people,
Yeah.
if you are inside,
Yeah.
you need to be creative.
In the middle of the people,
Yeah.
inside at
And you
the
want to do
starting.
number 1.
Yeah.
Yes, take a bottle.
Take a bottle.
Yeah. And help yourself.
That's not
And
creative.
leave it there.
That's right.
Because you don't want to go up and down.
Yeah.
So be creative.
You're conserving nature.
Yes,
You're
I see
conserving
people
energy.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring bottles there.
And some people think it's a sports energy drink, Naki flavor.
No, you only the owner will know that I'm having this bottle, because number 1 will come time and time again
Yeah.
because of the anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes, so you will be going up and down, and when you come back, the pen is full.
Yeah.
Then you are at D, and you are going to be at the back of D.
Yeah.
It's like you are at E.
Yeah.
See, so
That's exactly where I started. Yeah.
Yeah, so next time be creative.
Not be creative.
Yes, be creative.
Tell me,
Yes, yeah.
tell me the course. You know, we had a 89.89
Yes.
kilometer course. The big 5 hills were the Bothas, the Drummond, and everything was there. And the course eventually ended up being about, for many people, it measured to more than 91 kilometers. And that's obviously due to the fact that there's a lot of zigzags on the road, and we don't follow the middle of the road all the way from start to end. How was the course?
Despite the zigzagging,
Yeah.
and when I complained about it on Facebook,
Yeah.
someone said when your watch is on GPS, even if you stop, the watch moves and adds some distances. And
The watch moves at some distances.
I said no, I have to do a research on that, because if I stop, the watch stop.
Yeah, the watch has to stop.
Yeah, so now even if it can do those things and misbehave, the watch, because of GPS,
Yeah.
it can add a kilo.
Yes.
Yes, because when I was at something like 65 or 64,
Yeah.
the watch was 1 kilometer ahead.
Yeah.
And it started somewhere at 60, where it added something like 200. Until at 65 or 64, it was 1 kilometer. Then I could see that when I reach the final destination,
Yeah.
it will be 91. So what happened, I don't know, but I think the measured route versus the actual route
Yeah.
that we ran, something happened.
Something
But
happened.
the
There.
Comrades will not admit to it, because it affected a lot of people,
Affected a lot of people.
especially the buses.
But
Yes.
it happens a lot. Every year someone has this sort of thing. It's just that this year it happened to many people. And someone was joking that I think that's why they have the 89 to go up until 10 to go.
Yeah.
Because if they tell you that you've done 36 kilometers and you look at your watch and it says 37, then you know that, okay, now I'm being screwed a bit here.
Yes.
You know, but if they say 73 to go, then you don't know that you ran 17 kilometers.
yeah, and that thing of the distance also,
Yeah.
it stresses.
It's very stressful.
It's stressful to a runner
Yeah.
when you are told how much is left. I think that one was the last time We got it was when we were sponsored by Bothas.
Oh, the
There was,
thermometer.
thermometer.
Yeah, the thermometer.
Yeah, but from there, I think they were showing the kilometers that we ran.
Yeah.
So this year, then it came with how many left.
Mm.
And you run, you put a lot of effort, and you are told you are left with 70. After running, you are left with 60. You are left with. It stresses you.
But it's looking
if
at
they
that.
can
It's
say-
looking at that glass half full instead of half empty.
No, that one there, the mind is not working well. If they can say you ran 70,
Yeah.
then you say, no, I ran 70, then
You feel.
you feel
done
like
70.
a boss, then
Yeah.
you are left with 20. But you have run for a long time, they say 20 to go.
Hey, but 70 roundabout there by Pine Town, you're not a boss, man.
Yes, but
You're-
if
you're
you,
flailing.
but if you have run 70, then
Yeah.
you can. But if they say 20 to go and you are tired, then it's 19, it's 18. Then it starts to take your mind to a particular place.
Yeah.
So that one, it was not good also, but we'll be used to it. Maybe they will implement it for the coming years. Changes pain.
That's not a change that's gonna happen. The reduction of numbers as you go to the end, I think that's a stringent Comrades Marathon tradition.
Yes, and about the turf,
Mm.
yeah, somewhere at Drummond.
Yeah.
After Drummond was that hill?
Bothas Hill.
Yeah, Bothas Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that killed many people.
Everyone.
When I check the average
Yeah.
of all the people that I was drinking,
Yeah.
at Bothas Hill, it has gone up 8 per kilo.
I checked people who eventually finished between 11:50 and 12.
Yeah.
And then I checked the top 10.
Mm.
Everyone's numbers change
at
when they
Bothas
get to
Hill.
Bothas Hill.
Yeah,
So
there
for
was something wrong there. There was something wrong.
something was happening there.
Yes, one guy was telling one that, no, you said this is a down run. Why are we going up forever?
Yeah, we're going up forever.
Now that one said, no, this one is a down run in geography. We are moving from higher to low,
Yeah.
from the country, from the inland
Yeah.
to the coast.
To the outlet,
so
yeah.
it's down run.
Yeah.
Then
It's
that-
not displacement.
Yeah, and that other one was so angry, saying, no, I didn't do geography at school. So
But
because it was killing him.
You pass by just after halfway. You pass Arthur's seat, the Arthur Newton place,
Yeah.
where you say good morning, Arthur, to those who do that kind of thing.
Mm.
And it is believed that you do that and you get a better second half.
Mm.
But no one tells us about Bothas Hill. They must tell us who's this Botha. What's
Yes,
his first
this
name?
Botha, no.
Yeah, they must tell us who that guy is.
No.
Because that stuff.
If they can change the name, yes, yeah. So the first
What
part,
did you change it to?
the first part was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an upper run on a serious note.
Very, very
Yeah,
tough.
and
Right?
it was killing us.
I was
and-
looking at the elevation.
Yeah,
as you
and
go
when we
in.
were killed, then we went down from, is this Phyllis Hill? Pantau.
Kawizin.
Our Kawis Hill is there near the end, before Pantau.
Hillcrest.
Yes, yeah, we're going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fields Hill. Yes.
Fields Hill.
Fields and Hillcrest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going down.
Yeah.
Then there you have to brake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult.
You're
to
going
brake
against
and-
gravity.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
Yes, it's terrible.
On the
Then-
quads.
Then you say, no, I'm finishing it, then you get that one, Kawis Hill.
Yeah.
Kawis Hill, where everyone will walk. Everyone. Because I was coming running there.
Yeah.
A certain Indian guy stopped me. He was a supporter, say, my friend,
Slow down.
slow down.
And you're like, I'm Madisha of
No,
Limpopo.
I was fed up. I wanted to finish that thing. So I knew that was Kawis Hill, and
Yeah.
it has dealt with me many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Kawis Hill and police shots
Yeah,
are
yeah.
the same.
Yes, they are.
Because
they are.
Because they kill you when you are finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after passing Kawis
In the
Hill,
inverse, yeah.
after passing Kawis Hill, there is where you turn left. There is
Yeah.
a robot there, you turn left, then everyone is walking again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you get to N3.
You get
That is-
humbled. Yeah,
you are
you-
on M13 somewhere.
Yes. You are nicely
Yeah.
humble.
So that thing, people must know that a down run needs a very fit person.
Very.
Very fit.
And patience.
Yes.
Patience. Look at what happened with the elites, with the elite runners, the top 10, maybe perhaps even top 20.
Yeah.
Because especially the men's side, that was quite funny. You know, you had Konkobe coming out, running like he's running away. He took off like he's running away from the very beginning. And Konkobe, yeah.
No, that one is not a Comrades runner for now. It's a strategy.
Yes, but
it's a strategy that all the runners know that he will do that. Even the kids at home know. Konkobe will do that.
Yes. Or even the kids know.
Yeah, the kids know at home.
So they know that.
That's why today somebody was telling me, what happened to Onalinda? I said, no, that was a strategy.
Yeah.
He was pulling out so that he can pull out somebody to be killed. So that one will not. I will not take Konkobe serious.
Yeah.
As a comrade runner until he finished the whole Comrades.
No, you can't take him seriously. I understand and I get it.
Yeah.
But his impact, he then pulled all these athletes with him. And the guy who was in second position, Buti Mollo.
Yeah.
I've never seen a person in second position starting to struggle the way the guy was struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, Buti Mollo is an amazing athlete. I checked out his stuff. He's, I think, a 225 marathoner. So he's right up there with the elites, with the
and
contenders.
He was pulled by Konkobe out of the bunch.
He was pulled by Konkobe.
Out of the bunch.
He
thought Konkobe was going.
He thought he's running away with the money.
He doesn't know Konkobe.
he doesn't know Konkobe, but also he's a novice.
He's a novice.
Yeah, he's a novice. Unfortunately,
it's not well coached.
The mindset, which is surprising because he runs for Maxed Elite.
Yes.
Maxed Elite is a very incredible team.
Elite, yes,
it's a very incredible team.
Yes.
You know, they have
you
a
should
couple
have known that this guy is going, but here we've got Piet Vesma, we've got Tete, we've got
Mohotjie and all the guys.
Mohotjie.
I mean, you have former winners relaxing.
No, even if when I'm at home watching the TV, you'll hear the commentators saying the winner is there on the bench.
Yeah.
And the one who's
he's not at home. He's there looking at that guy running away with 875.
No, he's not well coached. What was? Maybe he was
not well
trying
informed.
something. No, he was trying something.
No, he was just scared, man.
No, he was just scared.
It's the mind of a novice.
Okay.
It's the mind of a novice. When you're a novice, whether you're going on the up run or the down run, you don't pace yourself right. You're not patient with yourself. Whether you are back of the pack runner, 1150, or you want the Wally Hayward or gold medal. If you're a novice runner and you're not well coached, then the mindset says, just go, because you're losing.
So you thought maybe like running like us, where you are at body shots, you're doing 430 or doing 440.
Yeah.
You think that you'll do that forever?
330. You thought it was going to
330
right up until watching the finish line.
No, you must know your people. You must know your people that he belonged to that bunch, the chasing bunch.
You were supposed to stay behind the winners in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's not well coached, or maybe he was trying something and it didn't work out.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's default to trying something didn't work out.
Yeah.
Your favorite, Gerda, she always has a large group of athletes around her, mostly male, because it'll be the dominating gender in that section of the race.
Yeah, they want to be on TV.
But she has them before she's number one. You know, when she was in second position for a very long time, there were like about 10 guys around her running with her.
But they don't finish with
and no, I get it. I get it, yes. Yeah. But number one at the time, I forgot her name. I think she's a Zimbabwe national. Okay. Number one at the time. Was number one for quite a while. And she was going and there was no one next to her. There was like a guy that came in and ran with her for like 10 minutes, disappeared, and then continued going. But there was no attention on, obviously the camera is there on her.
Yeah.
But there was no athletes, there was no pacers on her. Gerda came in there like Eliud Kipchoge on breaking two, you know. Swimming. There was people in front, there was people on the side, breaking the wind. It was lovely.
Reputation.
You don't think maybe someone paid them to go with Gerda?
That's a reputation. They trust Gerda. They know Gerda will beat the number one.
Oh, Gerda is pacing them. They're not pacing her.
Yes, Gerda is pacing them to have good targets.
Or Wally Hayward, because she always gets what guys would get. What guys would be aware.
Yeah. So if I can go with Gerda, I'm certain that I will do 5 something or 6 or sub 6.
If you're able to keep up.
Yeah, if I'm able to keep up. But I won't keep up until the end.
Yeah.
But Gerda was there, and eventually she won. Number 2 was
Mazarova, yeah.
Muzoreva from Russia.
From Russia, yeah.
Yeah, very strong lady.
Very, very
So
strong. Very, very strong.
Gerda won for the 4th time, I think. Time, yeah. And she said the next time she's going to Soweto.
I heard that. She
Yeah.
said she wants Soweto next.
No, somebody told her that no, go to Soweto.
You haven't run until you run
You
Soweto.
haven't run until you run Soweto. So now she's going to Soweto.
Yeah, but she'll eat that up, man. That's her.
Soweto is a marathon.
Yeah.
And she
42.
will find marathoners there, not ultra marathoners. So she will have to up her speed. Like at the Olympics.
Yeah. At the
she-
Olympics, she didn't perform well.
Yes.
Right.
So now maybe she's going to Soweto so that she can be able to pace herself for
Yeah.
the next Olympics. So if she can be able to beat them at Soweto, because at Soweto are some hills there, and she will practice for them.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, but the pace must be there.
The pace must be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pace forever. It's not where you will wait for other people to get tired and you pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42 is very, very small.
It's within the lightning. It's finished.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm happy she's going to Soweto. Then we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
what
we'll
what
see.
ab- what about the Flying Dutchman, Piet Vesma? Must he just accept that Tete owns him on the down run? I mean, this is twice in
No,
the same manner.
551 and 55 what? 558 something. A very thin line. Very thin.
Yeah, it's a 7-second 5:25. Both 5:25, but with a 7-second difference on the
Yes,
finish.
Yeah. So they are still there together.
They're still there together.
Yeah.
But
they're
they beat
still
him the
together.
same way.
Hmm?
The same way. If you
Same
get
way.
beaten, if you get beaten the same way twice,
Yeah.
then maybe, obviously with the up run, Pete Vesma last year smoked
We'll
a
see
lot of
that.
these guys. All of these guys.
Yes, we'll see the next upright.
No, the up run, yeah.
No,
Pete
they went
Vesma's gonna
twice
get-
down. Then they went once up.
But Pete Vesma started with when Tete won it the second time
Yeah.
in 23. That's when they had the thing where Tete was looking back, getting to the stadium. Pete Vesma was here.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
last year, then Vesma came and said, no, the up run is mine. And he
Yeah.
smoked them.
Yes. So we'll
He
see
smoked
next
them.
year.
We'll see next year.
Yeah, but those seconds are very, very much small.
Yeah.
It means that now they are all both good, but Tete is good going down.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Tete struggled last year when they were going up.
Yes, he struggled.
You
quite a
remember
bit.
the
funny
cramps.
videos,
Yes, yeah.
That was
Mm.
interesting.
And about the course, lastly, we waited for the weather. Yes.
Which weather?
Weather, because they told us that the weather is coming.
Yes, that it's going to be cold.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, that
gonna
it's going to be
what.
cold.
And when we
Cold
were
front and
when
everything.
we arrived at the buses in the morning, it was warm.
There was clear skies, yeah.
Yes, and some people were putting on things. I was putting on the sleeves.
Yeah.
Hey, I got burned by them. I threw them along the way. I gave them to some boys.
Well, Ben doesn't chafed. Like they
No,
scratched it.
like it became warm somewhere.
Okay,
Warm.
cool.
There was humidity somewhere. 30 something or 40 before the Ramond. It was humidity and it was warm. So I was unable to breathe well. So I had to reduce clothes.
I also took that weather notice and I thought, okay, I never go to the starting line with a jacket or anything. I just wear the sleeves underneath the running vest. But this time I decided to wear a jacket. And you know, you get to the starting line and I unzip it, I try to take it off and I feel a bit cold. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna run with this jacket for the first at least hour and a half. And it went well. I had no problems. But I found that a lot of my teammates and a lot of people that we run with here in Polokwane, it's just past me not seeing me, which is a good thing. Because you're not in the mood to talk to anybody at that stage in the race. When you got to the finish,
Yeah.
how did that two group start thing impact the finishers? I'm saying this because one of the guys that I know started with group 1. He qualified with the 426 marathon. He started with group 1 And eventually, I don't know what happened with towards the end of the race. He jumped onto a bus. That bus happened to be the Group 2 bus.
Yeah.
So he came in late for his 12 hours. But obviously the group he came in on time. That's one of the things that affected the finish, the 2 group start.
The 2 group start, it was explained a lot. We explained it even here.
Yeah.
That it's going to be 2 colors.
Yes, the yellow and the purple.
The group 1 was on purple. It started at 6.
Yeah.
It had to end at 6:15. It has to end at 6:15.
Yeah.
That one 6 to 6. So by using other buses that didn't belong to your color, that was a risk, especially the last bus.
When you're
especially the last
70,
bus.
when you're at 70 or 80, you're in distress.
The last bus that is the Mageu bus.
Oh yeah, the top 12-hour bus.
Sub
Yes,
12
true,
bus.
true.
It was going to arrive at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And when you started at 6 o'clock, you are 15 minutes late.
Yeah, you're at
So you are
12,
out.
11 or 12 or something.
Yes, you were just trying to survive.
Yeah.
But because I arrived early, because I did 9:27.
Yeah.
9:27 is a sub 9:30. I just arrived
The sub 9:30, yeah.
before the bus of 9:30.
Yeah.
So there was no one. It was only group 1.
Yeah.
Yes, there was no group 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any orange color along the way. I never saw. I saw something that was passing me. I saw everything that was passing me. I saw even my club mates, the local ones. So every time a person passed me, because I was an interested person, I checked the color. I wanted to see an orange color.
You wanted to see if Los Loranas can catch it.
Yeah, who is this one who has moved from group 1, has run faster and is catching up with me?
Yeah.
Never.
It didn't happen.
So when I arrived there was this lady in a pink jersey or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was ushering us aside to the left.
Oh, she was calling people off.
Yeah, then there was no one here. Even the orange lady was not, or man was not there.
Right.
So we just got in. It was too early.
There was one lane.
Yeah, it was too early for now. When the 2 came together now, orange and
you had
purple,
to.
Yes, now
especially in the buses.
And at the end, there was a scanner.
At the end, there was a scanner.
Yeah, before they give you a medal.
Oh yes. I got the scanner. Yes, I was scanned.
Yeah, that scanner. If they scan you, they will see that you are a group 1 or group 2, and you arrived at which time.
If you're in group 2.
If you are in group 2, you are scanned in group 1. They will tell you no, go that side.
Yeah, and then
obviously
you
that
15
side.
minutes.
That side they will give you your
rightful medal.
Right medal and a right time.
That's genius, though. I think that works. I think that it needs a lot of human capital, because you need a lot of people to scan, because people are tired. When the sub 10 bus, sub 11,
medals,
yeah,
we don't receive them in groups.
we don't receive them in
There
groups.
is
There's a queue.
It's a queue.
And then after you receive the medal, the space between just after where they give you a drink, some water or acetonic solution, and
that was small.
the space between that and mixing with the public was way too small.
Was way
it
too
was
small.
Extremely.
Was way too small because I was super tired.
Yeah.
And I arrived there. I took off my shoes, took off my socks, and I put my shoes. I slept on them. So there was this guy who was talking to me, Madisha.
You slept on your shoes.
So this guy, I don't know him. Maybe he knows me from podcast, because I looked at this jersey. I know that T-shirt. I don't know this T-shirt.
Yeah.
This was blue and white. So I was talking to him continuously, Madisha. What?
Yeah.
And I didn't have time. I wish I can have him now. But I was so tired.
Yeah.
So he wanted my attention.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anything to do
with your aching body needed your attention.
No, I just wanted to sleep that time.
Yeah.
Because I just took off my shoes and put them there. I slept. So that I could get some oxygen before I can attend to anyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
The people who were giving information right there on the exit, non-existent. I tried to ask. There were the young looked like high school kids that were dishing out the drinks, and they were dishing out the medals and everything.
Yeah.
So there was some of them were standing by themselves. So I walked up to them and I said, "Where's the massage tent?" And they said, "No, there's a massage tent over there, right next to." As we're walking out, right on the right hand side.
We passed it. I wanted to go there. But,
And they said, "No, to get there, you need to get onto the stretcher."
Yeah.
Because you can only get there. Then I remembered your story of the wheelchair, and I said, "No, no, I'm okay."
No, I worked with them.
Where's the one? And they said, "No,
No,
the
I-
other one is on the other side."
Yeah.
And then I started walking, and then to my surprise, I see the beer tent is here.
Yeah.
The beer tent is here, but the massage tent is way over there.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes, there
maybe
was
the
a-
priorities are not
The
right.
next one was the one they called the hospital.
The
That is
emergency.
where I went to it and said they said I must go to the physiotherapist one.
Physiotherapy, yeah.
And it was far.
Yeah, it was
And
very
so
far.
then I said no, I'll go. Then I went away.
Yeah.
So now that is what happened. And
Yeah.
about what happened along the way.
Yeah.
That is an experience that I will take forward. So many things happened there.
So many things happened
So many
to
things.
you.
Yes. So many things happened to me. Yeah.
Let's before you tell your part, what happened to you? It sounds a bit traumatic. I'm
Comrade is traumatic
not
every
laughing.
time.
I'm not laughing at your trauma. I'm laughing with you in the trauma. There was quite a high number of DNFs this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the DNF number it fluctuates. It goes up and down, up and down.
Yes.
And we've spoken about DNFs here many times. We've broken it down as an acronym. We've explained how it happens. The day before, the day before the marathon, I did a video on
Yeah.
how to get a DNF,
Very DNF.
and a couple of people have touched on it. I don't even know why, because they don't seem to be people who run or be interested in running a Comrades Marathon if they run. But what do you think is the big cause in the increasing number of DNFs? You know.
Yes. Before we go there,
Yeah.
we've got numbers here. We were told that 22,677 would start.
Mm.
Unfortunately, the number of
22,000.
starters went to 20,974.
Yeah.
Group 1 is 11,366. Group 2, 9,608.
Right.
So it's 20,000. And from that number, 24,000, it means there were DNSs.
Yeah.
And some promised to come, then they didn't come. It's
Work
particular,
and stuff like that.
particular reasons. And,
Yeah.
Then, out of 11,000 of Group 1, 10,852 finished.
Yeah.
Out of Group 2, 9,608, 7,357 finished.
Yeah.
The total out of 20,974, the total finish is 18,209. That is 86.82%. Now, if you say 86.82% of all the people, you think of 14% of
The
people did
difference.
not. Yeah, that is too much. That 14%
That's a lot of people.
is not a percent. It's human beings.
Yeah.
Yes, human beings.
In real numbers, you said it's how many? It's
In-
1,000, about 2,000 or something like that. That
In-
didn't finish.
In real numbers.
In actual numbers, yeah.
In real numbers, actual numbers, let me see. They just put it the
Total
total that
percentage.
finished
Okay.
or finishers there is 18,209 out of 20,000.
Okay.
74. So it's 2,000 something.
Yeah, just above 2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 something. It means in 2,000 and something families,
Yeah.
they are not happy.
And some 42K races only have 2,000 people signing up. The rest of the people sign up to the 21s. So you're talking about an actual marathon full of
Yes,
runners.
Yes. So DNF is not good.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not good.
I've never been there. You have been there quite
Yeah.
maybe 2 times,
Twice.
3 times. Yeah.
Two-time
the pain.
DNF person.
You know the pain. I don't know the pain.
Yeah, the pain is terrible.
Yeah,
Pain
it's
is
terrible.
Yeah,
But
it's terrible.
now,
And sorry, just to give context,
yeah.
it's terrible when you get a DNF
Mm.
as a novice versus getting a DNF as a as a seasoned runner. Like for instance, if you get a DNF because you have a serious injury,
Yeah.
it won't hit as much as deeper as if you got
as
it
a
back in.
novice.
Yeah, it won't.
Yes,
It
as a novice, that is when you will get talks.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of talks that where was he going?
Yes. Yes.
Who does he think she is or he is?
Yeah.
Or all those kind of things.
Yeah, you do get
Now you'll hear a lot of things. It's like you can bury your head in sand so that you can't hear anything.
for
So-
12 months.
Yeah, for the whole 12 months.
Yeah.
Every time you go out and run, they will be saying
Yeah.
something. So the DNFs that we have, causes of DNF, most of the injuries.
Yes, yes.
Yes, injuries. After injuries, we've got cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after cramps is lack of planning.
That's
Because
very important.
Injury, cramps,
cramps.
there
lack
must
of-
be a plan if those two are taken.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So injuries, many of us go there with injuries.
Yeah,
You must be able to maintain or to manage pain,
yeah.
and you know your pain,
Mm-hmm.
and you must know where approximately that pain can attack you,
Yeah,
at what distance. That is when you must know how to manage that pain. That is going to be your plan B.
yeah.
You must have plan A, B, C. I have 3 plans myself.
And A, B,
Plan
C.
A, B, C.
Mm.
Yes, I can't have only one plan. And go out and sprint, and when it doesn't work, then I become surprised. No. So you need to have plans.
Yeah,
Yeah, so injury is unfortunate.
yeah,
Yes. Then, issue of cramps.
yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of research on cramps.
On cramps.
Yes, cramps,
What-
that why we are attacked by cramps.
What's the difference between a muscle cramp and a muscle pull? Or is it the same thing?
Muscle pull, a cramp will come first.
Mm-hmm.
That is when you have got a lot of lactic acid and your muscles are starting not to work.
On a
That is the
particular
first stage.
on a particular section of your
Yes.
body.
And muscle pull is when now it is pulled now. It means that muscle now it is injured.
Right.
It can't work anymore. That is a muscle
It's
pull.
overused.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
cramp it means it's crampy. It's changing shape.
Yeah.
Can't work anymore. So when you continue with it, you don't apply something to it, or you don't work to make it to work again,
Yeah.
then it will tear. That is it's a muscle tear.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a muscle pull.
Another level, yeah.
Yeah, that is the next level.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
the clarity.
So now the body, they say when we are running,
Mm.
scientists, they say when we are running, there is a connection between the brain and the muscles.
Yes.
So there are nerves. We've got the nervous system.
Yeah.
Yes. The main reason we don't cramp during training and we cramp during the marathon
Yeah.
is the mind, is the brain.
Is the brain.
Yes. During
Does this brain not function when you're at the marathon?
no, when you're in a marathon,
Yeah.
you are stressing the brain. You are running against time.
Oh, because there's so much more information
So
flowing
much
and
information that
stress.
is going between the brain and the muscles.
Yeah.
At some point, there will be a breakdown of information.
Yeah.
And when you are doing too much work and you are overloading your brain, it's like depression.
Yeah.
When you are thinking too much,
Right.
at some point your brain will collapse.
Mhm.
Then you will not be able to think because the nerves will have
It's too
worked
much
out.
information.
Too much information going at the same time. There is a clash.
Too
of
many
information.
cars, not many lanes on the highway.
Yeah.
So it's a traffic jam. Yeah.
So now when you eat all these things, cramp assault, you eat cramp log, you
Yeah.
eat whatever.
Anything.
Anything that is going to
Salt, banana,
it doesn't
watermelon.
work. It doesn't work because now the brain will send information
Yeah.
to the muscles to cramp in order to protect the body.
Oh.
Stop that person.
Oh.
Stop that
So the
person.
brain is working
He wants
against
to
you.
kill us.
The brain is working against you.
Yes, the brain is working against you. because you are working against the
How do
brain.
you suspend this situation? Because you need to finish.
That's
the
why
marathon.
at some point you try to walk, but you can't walk.
Yes.
Your brain says walk. It's time to walk now. You have been working. Run a bit. Then you start to run and you can't run.
Yeah.
Because the brain will say, hey,
Yes.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So that's why you must walk for some time. Then things start to be normal again. Then you run again.
Yeah.
But if you can try to run and run, the brain will send those hormones.
Also, it's a protective
That is
measure.
like cortisol.
Yeah.
Cortisol is a hormone that is going to eat everything that is there. That is the flight hormone. Yes, it's going to eat the glucose.
The flight hormone.
Fast. The flight, yeah. Fly and flight hormone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Flight to fight.
The one that when somebody tries to hit you, then you.
Yes.
Yeah, that is cortisol and adrenaline.
Yes.
Yes, adrenaline will make the heart to pump. Yes, and when the heart pumps, then high heart rate.
Yeah, the
will
BPM
move the
increases.
blood very fast and take oxygen. So everything will be at a very fast pace in your body.
At a high frequency. It's operating at a high
Then the
frequency.
muscles cramp because they can't work anymore.
Right. So it's starting
So-
to slow you down physically. It's a protective measure.
Yes,
Conscious.
it is protecting itself. The body is fighting you now. That no, you want to kill me.
But this is
Let me
the
stop.
ultimate human race, man. I gotta be a part of this. This is the ultimate human race.
Then you need to have a plan. That is where I say plan. You need to have a plan. You must know why these things are happening.
I thought cramps. Tell me how correct or incorrect this is. I thought cramps happen because your muscles, when you do strength training, whether it is hill work or whether it is in the gym doing body weight exercises, or with the weights, when you do that, you are increasing the quality of your muscles.
Yes.
And you're increasing the range of your muscles. In
Exactly.
other words, how much they can expand,
Yes.
or and how often they can expand.
Mhm.
So then you get to
The competition.
you get to Pietermaritzburg City Hall, and then you go in, and the first hill starts to minimize your pace a bit. You start to increase your heart rate. You go at it until at 40 to 45, 47 kilometers. Bothas hill comes in, and then you start feeling things.
Yeah.
So now, what is the difference between that and what you're saying? Because I would have come in. It's like soldiers. I just trained my soldiers to know how to fight for me,
Yeah, they know to fight.
and for what war to fight for me in.
Me and you, we did 100 kilometers.
Yeah, at zone 2.
Yes. No, we did 100 kilometers. Now.
Yeah.
We were able to finish it because there was no time factor.
Yeah, there was no time factor.
Yeah, because we said we want to finish it.
Yeah.
We didn't put time.
Yeah,
We just went there. We did it 13 hours.
13, 20.
Yes. Now, this one, you are faced with so many things.
Oh, so
Peer
more messages.
pressure.
More messages.
Let me say the mind. Now you want time. Somebody passes you who you never thought would pass you. Then
True.
it spikes something in your head. So
Fear.
all those changes inside.
Anxiety.
Even if your muscles are strong, you can be a very strong person. You become a bodybuilder, but at some point you'll never lift some weight when somebody that is thinner than you is lifting those weights. You see?
Oh, so it doesn't.
So it's about.
So the quality and the range is here, but the anxiety on the day and what you're talking about is a bit above that in terms of impact.
And when we go to run, the one factor that we are not aware of is our mental state.
Yeah,
Some of us we ran with bad mental states, but we had to go.
I think all of us.
Yeah. So now when we are running with
Except
a bad,
Karada with a smile.
you are running with a bad mental state. Now you've got stress. You just get something before you run.
Yeah.
At some point, because you are running alone, those things come. You can't tell yourself positive things when you are running. Only bad things come.
How do you mean you can't tell yourself positive things?
No, the positive thing is if I can finish. But
Oh,
in most
I see
cases,
what you
what stresses you before you came to run, at some point it will come. And you will remove it for some time, run. When you become tired, that thing comes back. And when it comes back, it takes your energy away. That is what happens in your body.
A lot
Crime
happens.
should come. A lot happens.
A lot happens.
And the last two Comrades, I ran alone.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's
In
tough
23 and 24.
Yeah, 24 and 25. 23, at some point I ran with someone, but 24, 25, I ran alone. And I'm used to running with people talking.
Yeah, yes, you are used to running with people talking,
Yes.
giving lessons,
Now,
dishing out these gems.
yes.
Now there's no one to talk to.
Me not
Everyone is like,
talking-
hey, run your race.
Me not talking for 9 hours.
Yeah. Hey, run your own race. No one cares about his knowledge. It's time to run though.
It's time to run. So
Yeah.
it's stressful not to talk.
Mm.
I read something. No, I read something from Kipchoge. He was
Yeah.
saying when you train, you are training people
Yeah.
because when you are talking, you are removing the pain. You can't feel the
Yes,
pain.
you are. Yeah.
But when you are training alone, that is when you see the distance or you will feel the pain.
Yes.
But when you are training with people and you are talking, before you know it, you are at 50 kilometers
Yeah.
because you are talking.
That's a really stressed human being.
Yeah, so maybe the next comrade I'll look for someone I can talk to. I'll not be stressed.
Yeah, sure.
But it must be someone who is gonna be with my fitness level.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So-
someone can listen to your stuff. Because
Yes.
someone
So
that just takes
yeah.
your
So the cramps, the injuries,
Yeah.
and at the same breath, I would like to say to those who got the DNFs, it's not right.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
It's not nice.
We know it's not nice. And one last thing that stresses more when we
And it's not the end of the world, man.
when we are about to do a DNF,
Yeah.
is people at home. Because
Yeah.
those people at home, they want to see you finished. At my work today,
Yeah.
everyone was so happy they were singing for us. They were singing for us that we have finished Comrades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
so it's nice.
You feel like an Olympic athlete, ne?
Yes. Now when I finished running on a lighter note,
Yeah.
I got a call from my kid.
Mm.
She's 12 years. And she was telling me, no, I was preparing food and all of a sudden we were at 13 kilometers.
Mm.
I said, okay, then what? And she said, no, you were running fast.
Oh.
And I wanted to call you to tell you to reduce speed because you can't run at that speed for that long.
Yeah.
But I couldn't call you because I know you leave your phone. Then I
It's a
could see
smart
that, no,
little person there, man.
we affect even small children.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all our colleagues there, they were putting like horses
Yeah.
now. You see, people who know you,
Yeah.
they will put you like horses. And you see, when you pass those things,
Yeah.
it clicked. Mohotjie passed what?
Yeah.
And then they see.
And then at Bothas Hill, it took a long time.
Yeah. Every time you pass those things or finish
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
it clicked that no, he passed.
Yeah.
He passed. No.
Fantastic.
So this comrade is becoming too big in the black community. And now
It's a beautiful thing, it's growing.
everyone now knew somebody who ran Comrades.
How was your experience, your personal experience running it? You said you finished at
9:27.
9:27.
My
That's
plan,
Robert
my
and
plan
Charlie.
was to finish 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yes. Was to finish 9 hours. That was my plan A.
Yeah.
And it worked well until the first cutoff.
Yeah.
After the first cutoff, I learned something. And I usually tell people here that
After the first cutoff, because cutoff was like.
Cattle Reach.
Yes, Cattle Reach, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
30.5.
Yes.
After we turned right. Yeah, then in most cases when after 30 I start to eat and limit the gels.
Yeah.
I'll take the gels maybe at 60 or 70.
Mm.
Then I took banana, I took that thing, Mageu.
Amaheu.
Mageu, not Mageu.
The official Comrades Marathon Maheu. The
the
Amaheu.
the Zulu Mageu, not Limpopo Mageu. The Zulu Mageu. And it's written, Ubanana.
It's in Maheu banana flavor. Amaheu.
Ubanana.
Yeah.
Ubanana. And they were full. I think they were 500 mils.
In the cartoons.
In the cartoons,
small ones,
yes. Yeah. Then, because I wanted Mageu and banana because I know Mageu gives energy.
It does.
Yeah.
Cartoon
Then I
energy.
took Mageu, but that was Mageu. I thought that is a name in KZN.
That was Zulu Maheu.
But it's the same label from us,
Yes.
where we say Mageu. Then I took banana, and I took even what? Something. Maybe the orange.
Yeah. Some electrolytes.
30 something, 33 or 34. I felt dizzy.
This is how many minutes after you took it?
Yeah, maybe 10 minutes. But after taking that Mageu, I felt somehow, but I said no, it will change maybe because there was some crosswinds.
Yeah.
It was becoming hot.
Yeah.
So I said no, maybe it's the weather. Then after some time I felt no, here I'm going to vomit.
Oh.
Yes, then I checked around for the cameras. Checked around.
Well, there are no people with GoPros.
Those ones who were live,
Yeah.
Yeah, then
You're waiting for the super sport camera.
Yeah, then there were some toilets there, then I went behind the toilets. Then I bent. I immediately bent. That Mageu came out.
This is at 32.
34, 33, somewhere there. And I was very concerned that no. And I vomited twice there because of that Mageu.
Yeah.
Yes, then I.
Nothing new on race day. Boom.
Yeah,
Zulu Mageu.
Yeah, then I took water and gargled, then speak, then I walked for some time, then
Yeah.
I started to think that I vomited, what must I do?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Then I knew that vomiting decreases energy.
Electrolytes are gone.
Yeah, electrolytes are gone and you can't replace them seriously
Within
like
2
that,
minutes.
Within
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, you can't.
Then same time I implemented my plan B.
There we go.
Yeah, then no sub 9. If I go for sub 9, I may not arrive.
You
Now-
will end at 81. You will cross the last cutoff, and that'll be your finish.
Me?
Yeah.
The regular bus.
No, they call them rescue cars.
No.
The Bela buses, yeah, rescue vehicles.
No,
That's all.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I felt that no, this one is not right. Then I pushed maybe 6 pace. Then I recovered ultimately because I was not taking that Mageu any longer. Then at something like 70 something, the sub 9 bus came, Joe.
Yeah.
There were 3 drivers. Joe's bus came.
At 70.
Yeah.
So you were still ahead of it for about another 40 kilometers, for another
For a long
8
time.
kilometers.
Yes,
or so.
I was very, very far ahead of it.
Yeah.
Because in most cases, when I did sub 9 and when I did 9 and 49 seconds,
Yeah.
that bus passed me at Kawisil.
Right.
Yeah. So I was on time. So then when that bus passed me, I went with the bus for 2 kilometers.
Mm.
That's when I felt that going with the bus is not right.
Mm.
Because the bus will stop where it wants and it will move where it wants. It's not your plan. So
Yeah, it's
I
not
just
your
wanted
plan.
to get rid of a certain hill, small hill. So after that hill, I ran my own race again,
Yeah.
waiting for the sub 9:30 bus.
9:30 bus. Yeah.
Yes. Then
Just
when,
to time your finish time.
yeah, so
not
when
to
that
join it.
9:30 bus came,
Yeah.
it came when we were close to Kawisil.
Yes,
then
the
I
amazing
moved-
Cowie's Hill.
Yeah, then I moved in front of the bus and it passed me, then I passed
You
it.
try to stop the bus in front of
No,
it.
it passed me.
Yeah.
Then I know that,
Doesn't
no,
matter then.
that is my target.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
then I passed it. Then I arrived at 9:27. So that is what you must do when things go wrong. You must have
A
the
plan
next
B.
plan.
What
Yes,
did you?
And one other thing is peer pressure of a medal.
Yeah.
Yes, that one also kills people.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Sure, it does.
Yeah,
Terrible.
that
so.
guy who has finished 50 is Louis what?
Louis Massain.
Marseille.
Yeah.
Has got 50.
11:47.
And they don't say how many Bilroens or how many silver.
They don't
They
say.
just say 50.
Yeah.
So the moment we reach a certain age, we must just be satisfied with finishing.
The finish.
Because you have finished maybe at 10:30 or 10:50, but there is someone there who has not finished
Yeah.
and is not happy, and you're not happy with your 10:50.
Yeah.
And you've got the medal. So we are social runners, sometimes we need to be realistic. Because if I got sub 9, it was not going to have any monetary what on me.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it some time back. I didn't get money.
You don't make a bet with someone that I can get an 8:52.
No, I bet.
Mm.
No, with my life. No.
With the performance?
No. Now I've got 5 comrades.
Yeah.
Yes, I have 5.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got 2 Mtalis, 3 Mtalis and heroine and one
bronze.
One bronze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So those things must just come to your mind when things go bad. That I must not chase the medal.
Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of us go there with some diseases. 80%, I think, of runners there have got diseases. Because if you look at the floor when you are running, you'll see medication.
Yeah.
A lot of medication.
Yeah.
Terribly so. So just finishing, you are lucky. You must just clap your hands for yourself that I finished. And on your bib, the number will change.
And hope that Madisha doesn't say, if you finish between 11 and 12.
Between 11 and 12?
Yeah.
No, for this year, the way I saw and I've seen people who are close to getting DNFs, it's not right.
Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. Same here.
When it happens to you, or when it happens to people close to you.
Very close to home.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to get a Bill Rowan medal. But I went in, I had like the stiff quads coming from the time that I tried to do 50 kilometers and I stopped at 34. So I went back and I worked on my quads. My quads were good. I went in feeling okay. My nutrition plan was same as 2 Oceans Marathon. I just changed the brand of gels that I was using. And I went in and my energy was right. But I could see that if I do go for the Bill Rowan medal, it's going to be between 55 and 9 o'clock, 8:55 and 9 hours rather. And Bothas Hill changed everything, or on the way to Bothas Hill.
Yeah.
After marathon distance, I could feel that okay, my body now feels a bit heavy. And then I continued running. I could still maintain pace, and I still had the run-walk strategy. I would do 5 to 6 kilometers, depending if there's a hill coming, then I'll go to the hill and just walk at the top. But the run walk strategy was there. 5 to 6 kilometers, walk 30 seconds, 45 seconds a minute. That was set. Only when going down after Bothas Hill, now I started feeling some pains on my lower back. Some pains, the last time I felt these pains.
That's bad. I felt it at Loscop. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. And when I looked at it, it's because when I was running down, I was trying to not be at 90 degrees to the ground so that I don't have impact on my quads. But now my quads are very strong. So I'm not feeling anything in my quads. Nothing is going on. There's no niggles, no stiffness. And I'm still able to maintain pace even after I stop for a 2-3 minute walk when times are really tough. But now I'm reducing my pace slowly because now I'm feeling my back pain starting to get a bit more intense. And I'm going. At Hillcrest was when I knew that, okay, let me leave this and let me go to the plan of finishing. Because looking at my fitness, I'm not as fit as I didn't prep as well as I did last year and the year before that. So my plan B was to get a finisher's medal. But I didn't have a plan C, the plan A, B, C thing that you do. I'm still yet to upgrade to that. I only had a plan B. My plan B was to finish. So, but I activated it and said, no, if I'm going to finish, I'm going to finish strong. I'm going to get a sub 10. And then I went, but I started reducing my speed because the pain was actually becoming excruciating now. And I found one of the physios with Arnica ice. I rubbed the lower back and I was okay. After that, for like 10 minutes, I was okay. The niggles came back, but then towards the end, 15 kilometers before, I started having this zest. I think it's adrenaline. I'm not too sure what it is, because all the pains disappear. And it's not like you're running downhill or flat. This is just before you get into Durban. And I'm flying. At this time, my pace...
Those were the endorphins.
Endorphins, yes, endorphins.
The hormones that come and kill the pain.
Yes.
And they make you
they suspend it.
And they make you a fool.
They suspend the pain.
Yes. so
because
I'm excited.
Yeah, very excited.
They are the natural painkillers.
I was actually very nervous that I'm not gonna get a sub 10 finish, which I didn't. I got a 10:03, And what's worse is that I looked at my watch, and my watch was at 90.2 kilometers, and I was still under the finish line. I had 1.6 kilometers to go because I ended up at like 91.8 or something like that, you know. But it was a fun marathon. It was fun to realize all those things that I worked on worked. Just this back thing that I now need to deal with a lot of like deadlifts and other, you know, mobility and strength exercises. Yeah. Once that is in check, then I'm good, because nutrition worked, all the other strength training stuff worked, and obviously also endurance. You can never have enough endurance. You can never have enough easy runs, you know. But yeah, that was the 2025 Two Oceans Marathon experience. Now we are on recovery mode.
Yes, we are on recovery mode.
Yeah. How's your recovery coming along?
My recovery, I said, it's just going to be to walk. Yeah. Not intentionally walk.
Active recovery.
Yeah, active recovery. I just want to walk. I want the muscles to heal properly. Yeah. I don't want any mistake that I may maybe cut them short. Yeah. Yeah. 3 weeks for me will work.
Lovely.
3 weeks will work. Then after 3 weeks, it will be small jogs. Then I'll take it from there.
Have you decided what your next marathon is?
My next marathon, there's a marathon 14. It's a show marathon 14 September.
Yes, it's 50K, the ultra.
It will depend on my level of fitness. Because last
year
I used that marathon for qualification. That was the marathon that I qualified with. Yeah. So maybe I'll still be fresh then. Yeah. September is far now. So
August and July and a bit of June. Yeah.
Yes, then that is the marathon that I can use to qualify.
Yeah, it can be a good 10 weeks to build it up from the beginning of July. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So next year, I need to have a plan of these mountains, because that is an upper run. So I'll unpack the plan.
You'll have to come to the gym. Yeah, we'll have to come to the gym. Did your secret training work? For plan A, did it work?
Yes, it worked. Okay. That's why I could finish the marathon when I was weak. Okay. Because the muscles were strong. The muscles could carry me. Yeah. Yes, because if I didn't hit these muscles the way I hit them, then I was not going to finish. So the muscles were good for me. It's just that now things inside, the chemical part, disappointed me.
Oh yes, the Zulu Mageu.
Yeah. And one other thing about the runners. Yeah. This running, like the second or first episode, there was a topic on why do you run?
Yes.
Yeah. 5 or 6. Yeah. One of the factors to cause DNF is how we train. Now is June. Yeah. People will be going on leave for training. Yeah. Until December, they'll start training in January.
Yes. Oh,
because
my goodness.
This training for us, it's a lifestyle. To some, it's not a lifestyle. Yeah. Going to Comrades is a lifestyle. Yeah. So if you use the small training that you have from January until May to the Comrades, you're gonna suffer.
Of which only 2 are very intense, high.
Yes, like because you'll be going to marathons and you'll be doing all these things, listening to everyone.
And you'll be explaining to everyone that I just started running now in Jan. I was resting until Jan.
And you don't care about that. Yeah. You don't care. You don't care. So you need to start to make running your lifestyle. Yeah. Even if you are going to a marathon, at least 10 or maybe 5 per day. So that you can always run. Yeah. So that will make you to be stronger after December. But if you are not doing that now,
you're in trouble.
You say after December I will start training, you sometimes not gonna recover fast. Yeah. To be very strong for the marathon.
This is very true, man. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I have to say about Comrades Marathon is a lot more strength training and a lot more easy runs to build the engine some more, you know. And if you're a DNF, we come back next year, you know, and we come back the year after. The real recovery from the DNF from this year is in 2027 when we have the 100-year celebration. But aside from that, let's keep running, man.
And I'm still waiting for someone who can call me and say, I want to talk about DNF. Because it's not easy approaching someone with a DNF and say, come and talk here.
No,
So,
we should get some people who got DNFs.
Yes,
and now
because
we've got medals.
we need to hear the full story.
Yeah.
Because we don't know the full story.
Yeah, we don't know the full. We just see the results.
We know the full story of a finisher, not of a DNF.
Yeah.
So if you want other people to learn out of your DNF, you can just shout to us, then we'll just fit somewhere and
Yeah.
you tell us, and then we learn out of it.
Fantastic.
So that we can have a lot of DNFs.
Yeah.
Because doing a DNF is not good, like we said. It's
not.
nice.
Beta bus is not nice. All right.
Available, yeah.
I think we can shut it down, man. This is the Run Mode podcast. My name is Mohotjie. I have a bronze medal. Now I have all the medals of slow runners. I have a Robert Mchali medal, 2 of them, and then a bronze and a Vic Clapham one. My first medal was a Vic Clapham. So now we need to get faster people's medals.
Big club,
The finishers one, 11 to 12. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll just run slow to get it.
I hope you never do that. I hope you never do that. Yes, I'm very, very happy about this medal.
Sometimes hear people say they run and somewhere they just sit down and rest. Maybe I'll rest and wait for the bus.
That's nonsense.
No, I went for them very, very far.
Go play golf. If you want to walk, go play golf. You'll get your exercise.
So I want the medal. I want the club.
Okay. This is a Run Mode podcast, man. This is Madisha and I'm Mohotjie. We are ultra endurance athletes. We'll see you guys next week, man. Run Mode podcast. Like, subscribe, and share, and everything like that. Ciao, ciao. We are out of here, man.